Well, hello. Cue the intro. Hi and welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So if you've probably seen by the thumbnail of my video, I am going to show you how to make a camper van. Now this came out of absolutely nowhere, but I was watching one of my favourite shows while I was off work with a broken ankle and it inspired me. So I'm not going to go into massive detail, I am just going to show you how I did it. So here we go. Thanks for watching the tutorial. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now. So this is the part where I talk about how I made it in a bit more detail, and also so you can see it up close. So as you saw, I started with a scrap piece of clay that wasn't the colour that I wanted it at all, and then I built it up from there. So I like to do it in layers. So this is the original part here, and then I layered all the white on top of that. It's really important when you've got things that stick out, like the wing mirrors here. It's really important to make sure that they're thick enough to hold up, and then obviously when you're scraping it off the board, make sure you do this bit first, release it, and so it basically doesn't crack. So the whole thing is here is basically different layers to make it kind of almost 3D. Now you'll notice that I did some shadowing along here and along here as well, and I didn't make it fully flat and fully coloured, and the reason why that is because it just gives it more realism if you make it not perfect. So if you give it a bit of darkness in places and things like that, it turns out really cool. So I wanted it to have kind of like the grey effect here and here to obviously show the metal, and then obviously the wheels to show black so that they look like wheels. And then I thought, what am I going to do with the windscreen? So I had lots of ideas. I thought, oh, liquid clay, and then fill it in with just white clay and all that sort of stuff. And to be honest, none of it was working out. So I thought, well, I'll do the liquid clay and make a thin screen and see how that goes. Now off camera, it was so flimsy, it wasn't staying put, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to make a translucent piece of clay that I can bake on its own and then pop it in. Now I thought I was recording at this time, and unfortunately I wasn't, so I just took a photograph. So I haven't got that footage, unfortunately, but it is quite simple. You just make the piece of clay nice and flat, and then roll it out as flat as you can. If you use a pasta machine, that would be a great idea. Pop it in on a tile in the oven and bake for about 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it though, because it is translucent and it could go yellow. And then you just pop it on the back, just like this. And I trimmed it to size, and it worked out really cool. Now you'll notice on the inside here, it's still grey, and I wanted that because it shows depth. It shows that it's not right at the front. It just looks cool. So yeah, I left that bit grey so you can see underneath there, and it just gives the whole thing a little bit of depth. Now from the edging, you'll see that it doesn't actually stick out that much at all, but from the front it does have a fair amount of depth to it, because I made sure that the bumper sticks out, this goes on top, that is underneath, and it gives a more depth of field, and it looks kind of cool, to be honest. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Probably won't hang it up. It's going to have to go in a frame, I think. And I actually am running out of wall space, so you'll notice here is my clock, and then I put my YouTube play button up here that I made basically 2 years ago now. And if you notice up here, you can't see it in fully in shot, but I've finally got my key on a background, and that looks really cool. And what I might do at the end of this video is do a little close-up so you can see it. I was fascinated by how it actually turned out. It is fully secure on that background, and I'm now in a position to make a lock. So look out for that in the future. I will be doing a lock to go with my key picture. Where I'm going to put it, I've got no idea yet. But yeah, so going back to the camper van, this is basically how it turned out. I wanted to put some lights in it, but to be honest with you, the working it all out, I have got some lights for it, and I might do that as a short or something in the future where I make these into headlamps, and then I put some sort of lighting behind here. As you can see, it's quite clear, and you can see like a frosted effect, and I might put some lights behind there, and then it will become a bit more useful than it is at the moment. So this is how you make a camper van out of polymer clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. And if so, in the about it, to be honest with you, no, let's scrap that. This anyway. But the But in part of the everyone was like, what were you talking about? On my, I was off my holidays. No, I wasn't. Shut up. That ain't right, man. What's going on? Oh, hello. Talking of Fluffy. Are you going to come up and say hi? Are you going to say hi? Say hi. He doesn't like the camera. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come on in. Come on in. Up, 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 up. He got up by his chin. See, look. Little dog. Little dog. Hey, give me cuddles. Give me cuddles. Give me cuddles. Pretend there's nothing there. You're so babies. You're so babies. He knows. When there's a camera, he knows. And all I get is many butt photos on this. This is going to take too long to edit. I'm not doing that. Way too long to edit. No.